Yeah, well, welcome back to my channel, y'all. So, the part one did really well, bruh. So, I'm doing part two, bruh. What if Deku was a reincarnation of Lord Boros, bruh? Part two. Alright. So, the story starts off right when I think we left off. So, Deku got his exception letter from UA, and it's his first day. Before he leaves, his mom, Inko, walks up to him. And she says, "Please, please, please, don't blow up any more city. Don't blow up a city today." And Deku's like, "No promises," and just just walks out. So while he is walking to UA, a lot of people are like, "Yo, that's that guy from TV that blew up that city," and people are whispering. They're like, "Oh my gosh, that guy," and Deku's like, "Good to be the king." I gotta stop, bro. But so he gets to UA, and hmm he starts walking to UA, and all the kids are kind of frightened by him a little bit. And all girls are like, "Ooh, kinky." Nah, bro, I gotta stop, bro. I gotta stop. But they're looking at him up and down, they want to bite, bro. But but so he goes into UA, and um, I Deku sees the big ass door, and Boros. Deku's as tall as Boros, so he's 7'10". He is very, he is very fucking tall. He's taller than All Might, bro. He is legit taller than All Might, bro. And that's pretty. All Might's 7'2", and Deku, my man over here, 7 fucking 10. Oh, excuse me. He's 7'10", bro. So he's like, they must have been expecting me. And he opens the door to see, Ida and Bakugo fighting just like canon, bro. They're fighting and shit. And, so Ida, runs up to him, and, Deku, just grabs Ida by the neck and just kind of lifts him up off the ground. And he says, "Do you really want to fight? Do you really want to fight me again?" And Ida's like, "No, no, 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 no. I just wanted to say, I am you're the better student. I am below you. I just wanted to know how you knew there were hero points." And Deku, being the fucking G, he's like, I didn't think there were any hero points. I was just being a hero, dick." And, bro, Deku just started to choke Ida just by fucking anger, and and he's restraining himself, but he's kind of choking him out a little bit, and uh, you know, Unaraka taps him, and how fucking. Could someone in the comments actually tell me how tall is Unaraka? I have no idea how tall Unaraka is. I think she is short, I think. I don't think she's that tall to me. Bro, Class 1A is short as fuck, though. A lot of them are just 5 foot and shit. I'm not saying like that, bro, but there's not, usually in high school, there's, 6 foot people, but, the only person in class that was 6 foot, I think, was Shoji. Okay, I'm getting off topic, bro. But, so Unaraka taps him. I don't even think she can reach his shoulder. She taps him on the back, and he looks at her, and, he just says, "Who the fuck are you?" And Uraraka is in her mind. He's like, uh, she's like, "He doesn't know me." But she says, "I'm that girl you saved with the and he says, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And like she's just looking at Ida, and Ida is just like, he's just trying to breathe, bro. But like Deku gives him like a second to breathe, and it chokes him out. But no, Aizawa says, if you're trying to make friends, you can leave now. And they both look at him. Ukaraka is being a bitch and she's scared. Deku is just like, what the fuck, man? And Deku says, "Do you think I'm making friends right now?" And then he just points at Ida, and, like fucking Aizawa is he says, "Oh yeah, oh you're that kid that blew up the city, right?" And like Deku just like yeah, and everyone is like, I don't know, scared of Deku, bruh. And not sure, sorry, but um like they're like, how did this guy get so much power? Like, and so as I was like, can you please drop him? And Deku's like, oh, I didn't, oh, my bad. And he just drops Eden and he starts coughing. And he's like, what the? He's like, why the hell did you try to do that? I'm like, I was like, bro, I don't know. You were running up to me. I thought you were to attack. And like, but, so, uh, he like as I was like, all right, everyone be shut the fuck up and like sit down, and everyone does, and like he says, okay, today we're doing Quirk assessments, and then same kind of goes as canon, like everyone except Deku, like everyone, yeah, they're like, what about orientation? And like before Aizawa can reply, Deku it just says orientation is just to get you to be feel. Oh my fuck! I can't even English today, bro. Okay. Orientation is just to make you feel good. It's like there's no training or any of that shit, bro. If you want to be heroes, you gotta train hard as fuck, man. And everyone's like, yeah, that's true. And And so I was like, all right, everyone go to the locker rooms, and Deku just gets up and goes, and then everyone else just follows him. And when they're in the locker rooms, um, Deku like takes off his shirt and shit, and all the guys are seeing how like kind of like ripped he is and shit, and like what those like the lines on his body are, like these the lines, and Uh, actually, no. I'll just switch to this picture. Fuck it. So everyone's kind of all the guys are wondering what those lines on his body are, and also how did he get so ripped. And no one really has like the like kind of courage to walk up to him, but like Bakugo doesn't care because he's Bakugo. He's like the only person in his world. So, Kirishima walks up to him and he says, "Yo, how do you get so ripped? And what are those lines on your body?" And Deku says, "I don't know. I was born this way." And like all the guys are like, "Yo, this guy. So was this guy ripped when he was a baby?" And Deku's like, "Yep, pretty much." But no, I got to stop playing, bro. But Deku spots Mineta trying to peep on the girls before Jiro can like get his eye. Deku just grabs Mineta's face and just slams him into the wall, and he just starts crushing his fucking like head, and he says, "Okay, listen here, brat. If you ever try to peep on those girls again, I will do this." And he grabs one of Mineta's balls. Oh no. Yeah, bruh. Oh no. I'm gonna get demonetized fuck me. Okay, not like that, bruh. He grabs one of Mez's balls on his head, his purple balls, and just yanks one out and just crushes it and then just throws it on the ground. And, Minetti is scared and confused and he really just pisses himself like that. Because Minetti's really, like, he's like wondering what. He can only take his balls off. No one else can touch his, like, no one else can get his balls off. And yeah, that's demonetized right there. Yay. No, I'm gonna continue, bro. I'm gonna continue. Okay, so Deku, um, he basically kind of he drops Mineta, and all the girls are kind of here. Like Jiro's kind of here in this, and she tells the girls, and then the girls are like, ooh, like all the girls are kind of blushing hard, like fucking Momo's face is red as fuck, and for in the comments you say, fucking Deku's a simp. He's not a simp, bro. He just respects women. His mom Inko taught him that to respect women, you know. And, like that. It's not simp, bruh. He just respects women. Bam, bam, slam, damn. Okay, but anyways, so they all get out on the field and shit, and, like, all the girls kind of line up with Deku, and Deku is pretty fucking, like, they kind of crowd around Deku, bruh. And Deku's kind of, like, confused about this. And, like, they're all just kind of looking at him. And, like, their faces are fucking red as fuck. But, like, he doesn't pay much mind to this. But, he, Aizawa, he throws the ball to Deku. He says, okay, you got the highest score in fucking UA history. Come up and throw the ball. And now Deku just kind of walks up there. And like Azawa says, "Don't hold back." Then Deku looks at him. He says, "If I don't hold back, I'll probably destroy the planet or the surface of the planet." And everyone's like, "Wait, what?" And he tells them how the doctor says never not use his full power, or like he can destroy the world and shit. And like you know uh he like Azal was just like, okay, like he says, what was your highest score when you were back in middle school? And Deku says infinity, and everyone's like, yeah, that's like, except Bakugo, they're like, I don't really. And as I was like, okay, show us. And no, Deku, even without his release form, he just throws the ball and it literally goes out of the atmosphere and actually hits the moon. And everyone's kind of jaws are just kind of dropped. Like my man threw a ball and it hit the moon. Like damn. So like as I was like, infinity. Damn. Okay, kid. And so everyone else kind of goes, and I'm Unaraka and Deku. Yeah, they tie because they both got infinity. As I was like, well, he did hit the moon, so I think I'll give him more credit. But other than that, all the tests, Deku just destroys everyone in. Like, I think there was a jumping test, push-ups and sit-ups, side-to-side lunges, a bar strength test, and a speed test. Yeah, he just destroys everyone in. He puts E to shame in the speed test. Yeah, he just puts him to shame, bro. And I think in that the Quirk assessment, Momo got second in that one. Because I think she got first in the Quirk assessments because she can just create the shit. I don't know. Yeah, I think she did. But Deku, bro, he destroyed everyone and that shit. So he wins. So he basically just leaves, and I will get. Yeah, I'll. So the next day, um, Deku is base. Deku is just goes into the classroom and shit, and all the girl like Momo like kind of just sits next to Deku and shit. And Momo, she says, "That was amazing what you did in the quirk assessment." And he says, I probably could have done better. I just didn't really try." And, Momo's like, "Wait, what?" And he says, "Yeah, I got, I was kind of holding back a lot. Well, at least in this form, at least in this form, I was going full on, bro." And Momo's like, "Oh yeah, you have you didn't look like what you did in the oh, fucking hell, the oh my fucking god, I can't even think, bro. Let's just when he was destroying the robots, fuck it, the UA interested in him, yeah, that fuck. I don't know why I forgot that shit, man. But so he yeah, she's like, "Oh yeah, you were like glowing and shit." He's like, "Yeah, that's my release form. I have one more form, but like if I uh a specific move, if I do that shit, it can probably destroy the world." And it also drains, it also kind of like, it's hard for me to like control and shit. But it does like increase my power by like a bunch and shit. And she's like, interesting. And I'll say, remember, Deku could sense like the power levels. Or no, sorry, not Deku. Boros could sense power levels. I'll say in this one, Deku can sense quirks, like what the quirks like what the quirks are, and like fucking like what they can do and some drawbacks on them. And he says, "Yeah, your quirk is creation, right? You can create anything in your body and shit." And she's like, "Yep." And she's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, that's my quirk. How do you know?" And he says, "It's not that hard." And like he winks at her, and she blushes. But and then All Might is like, "I am here, coming in like a normal person." Everyone's like kind of fanboying over him, and Deku isn't really amused by this, and he just kind of says, why are you guys cheat like fanboying and shit?" And like they're all looking at him, and he's like, and they're like, "Well, he's All Might," and he's like, "So, like, I can like kick his ass." And they're like, "Oh well, And they're like, "No, you couldn't." And he's like, "You want to bet?" And like he and like Deku kind of gets up and kind of gets in All Might's face. Well, he's actually taller than All Might, so like he looks down on All Might, bruh, and he says, "All you really do is kind of just punch things. Like you rely too much on brute force. You don't like have any techniques or fighting capabilities. You just rely on your like quirk alone." and you know, Deku's like, it's kind of pathetic, and everyone's like, and it was like, yo, bro, he's roasting All Might right now, and like all the girls are like, oh my god, I want him, but uh, yeah, that happens. And like All Might is like, all right, kid, why don't you sit down? And Deku is like is he's like, nah, bruh. And I almost like, all right, we're doing heroes versus villains today, and everyone's like, ooh, here. He's like, all right. Almost like, well, you'll need your hero uniforms. He opens the thing, and you know, all like the suits come out, and oh man, I should have gotten a pic. I should have got a picture of this. If you guys know Boros's like armor, like his suit and armor and shit in the before I think Saitama destroyed it, bruh. But his armor that restrains his power, that would basically be his hero suit. Yeah, that would be his hero suit basically. And they all get changed, and Deku walks out, and all the girls are like Momo, Jiro, and Uraraka walk up to him, and they're like, "Wow, that's a really cool costume." And he says, "Thanks." It's kind of, it should hopefully should keep my power in check, so I don't go in too hard like last time. And like they're all like, "Oh, okay," and so All Might basically tells them that the first challengers will be Bakugo and Ida being the villains, and Deku and I don't know who I want to. I know I don't think I want Unaraka. Fuck it, I'll have no, I'll have Unaraka just to make kind of Momo jealous a little bit, and all the other girls. He says, "Where's Deku and Unaraka?" And all the girls are pissed, including Momo. And she's like, "Can I be on Deku's team?" And Almost like, "Sorry, teams have already been chosen." And then Momo gets pissed, and so they all go to watch and shit. And I think Ida and Bakugo go to hide the bomb and shit. And while they're waiting, Uraraka like asked like Deku like why was he like roasting All Might, and she's like, why are we being like mean to All Might? And he says, I just don't like the guy. He's just too, I don't know, he's too prideful. Reminds me of Bakugo. And bro, and All Might could fucking hear them. He can hear them, like everyone else, because they have those ear things that. So like All Might says, "I can hear you," ha ha ha, and like Deku just says, "I know," and so it laughs, and All Might's pride gets hit a little bit. Gets hit, bro. Okay. So oh shit. You know, uh, so where was I? Okay, so All Might says, "Okay, you can go in now," and Deku is just like, "Okay, I know I can probably get the bomb now and just speed up there, but I really don't want to." And he just kind of walks in there, and Bakugo like he says, Uraraka, can you like go up to where the bomb is or find the bomb? And she's like, okay. what about you? He says, I'm gonna take out the trash. And he says, yeah, he says, I'm gonna take out the trash, bro. And he starts walking, and then Bakugo, he hears the explosions, and then Bakugo says, Deku! And bruh, Deku he just does this. He just legit, in an instant, breaks both of Bakugo's arms. And then Bakugo just, like, went on the floor, and he's just crying at this point, bro. He's, like, in pain, bro. And then Deku just starts laughing, and everyone's like, oh my god, bro, what did he just do? Deku legit just takes out his earpiece and kind of crushes it, because he doesn't want anyone ruining his moment. And, so he kind of he grabs Bakugo by the head, and he says, oh, your ego is too big, Bakugo. And he just kind of looks at him, and Bakugo's just like, fuck you, Deku. And, Deku gets pissed. He just kind of throws him, and his power is still, he's doing this for him. So his power is still fucking big as fuck. Like, it's still like, yeah, million times more powerful than All Might, bro. So, like, he accidentally, the game is to hit Bakugo against the wall. It sends Bakugo through multiple fucking buildings, and the buildings just collapse on contact. It's like the sheer force of it, and the wind pressure, and like Deku's just like, oh shit. And he says, I better end this, and he just kind of speeds up to every room, and then he just speeds up to where the bomb is, and he just touches the bomb without, in like a second. And Ida is, and All Might's like, heroes win. And Ida's like, what, how? And then he looks, and Deku's just whistles it. And then Ida turns around and to see Deku. And man, what do I do? Okay, yeah. So after that, Bakugo has to go to recovery girl, because broke both of his arms. And when they get back to where everyone else is, All Might kind of is like, young man, why did you break both of the man's arms? And then Deku just says to disable his quirk so he can't use it against me. And then, all the other guys are like, yeah, that's a good way to hit it. And then Momo's like, it says, why, he died. I think he could have just speeded up to where the bomb is and touched it right away. And then, Deku says, I wanted to have fun. Plus, I wanted to diminish that guy's ego. It's way too big for his fucking head. And, Momo's like kind of giggles a little bit. And, like, after that, bruh, all the other fucking, oh fuck. All the other heroes and versus villains go the same, and yeah. So Deku, I don't know if I wanna. I don't know what's the time. 29 minutes. Okay, I'll keep going, I guess. So Deku, say next day, Deku gets to yeah, Deku basically walks into class and just sits down, and then Bakugo kind of walks over to him and he says, why the hell did you break my arm? What happened, you damn nerd? And Deku just says, I kicked your ass, that's what. Now go sit the fuck down, or I'm gonna break both your arms again. And Bakugo is like, you wouldn't. And then Bakugo slams his hand on the ground, hand on the table, and Deku just grabs it and starts squeezing it, and then he says, I wouldn't sit the fuck down now. So Bakugo, like a good pet, sits the fuck down, and uh Aizawa says, alright, so today we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be choosing your class president. And everyone's kind of relieved and kind of excited because, being a class president is not a bunch of work. It's actually, it could give you recommendations for different uh, hero industries and associations or whatever the fuck. And so recommendation, well, I don't even fucking know. Whatever, hero association, different, whatever. Fuck, I don't know. So I will say that um, everyone's like, pick me, pick me. Deku is just quiet, like he doesn't care, and so he says, "Hey, let's settle this in a good manner, and let's just be diplomatic about this." And everyone, he says, "We'll all like vote," and Sarah, I think he's like, "Well, everyone's just got to vote for themselves," and says, "Isn't then Ia says, well, for the people that don't, we know who the president is." And they all vote, and I'll say that Deku, again, like in canon, got the most votes. He is like diminished a bit, but he'll be good. He'll be good. And I'm saying this one actually, most of the girls voted for Deku. So and then Momo is class rep. No wait, is class president? No, class rep. I don't know. Fuck. Whatever. Class president, class rep, whatever. And then Momo is like whatever. She is like the, I don't know, fucking the king to the prime minister or some shit. So whatever she the fuck is. So when they are at lunch, so they go to lunch, and the alarm goes off. So actually no, I'm not gonna go with that. So while they're eating lunch, all the girls are kind of talking to Deku and shit, and he's just kind of chilling, and then the alarm goes off for like a break-in, and then before anyone, and then people start getting up and trying to run, but then Deku just literally gets up and just slams his fist into the table and just yells, "Hey!" And then everyone just kind of stops, and he says, "Listen, it's just the fucking news reporters, and if you're gonna be like this when you're heroes, you might as well just give up and leave this fucking school." Before people, say, "How do you know it was the news reporters?" Well, he's fast as fuck, so he quickly looked and then went back in like a blink split second, so no one really noticed. And so everyone is kind of embarrassed, and they sit the fuck down, and what was it? Okay, I'll say that after that, I think they go back to class, I think, and they say, and the Aizawa announces that they're going to the USJ. And that is where I am going to leave this part off. If you like this series, consider subscribing and liking the video. And yeah, peace.